All right, welcome back, sports fans. I'm going to show you a brief demonstration of this basketball game I'm working on. Sorry, I was flipping through cards. Give these a little shuffle. These are the FACs that I have been working on. They're pretty much done. Maybe some small tweaking here and there, but for the most part, they're pretty much done. So I'm going to give you a demonstration of 3 ways to play this game. Just dice. I'll do one possession, and then I'll do dice and cards, and then I'll just do solely cards. So I'll show you how it all flows. So if you're just doing dice for a tip-off is on the card, but black is Celtics and the white is the Warriors. That's a 12 and a 4, so Russell, 12 was black 12. So Russell gets the tip, Celtics are coming down, and we're just doing dice. Just to give you an idea of what this would be like. So we're going to look at the Celtics number 3. Number 3 on the Celtics is going to be the point guard, Bob. Bob is shooting inside, or a short shot. And he's shooting from just outside, right on the block. And then the defender is number 17, and that is going to be the power forward. Those don't come into play yet. So we're going to add these up, because we're just doing dice, because you can get everything you need off of just the dice. That's a 3 and a 1, and a 3 is a 7, and 4 is 11, and 17. So 11 and 17 is 28. So 28 is his shot. We have to take into account the defender's rating, and that's a -7. So -6, sorry. So 28 minus 6 is 22. And we'll look over here at his short shot. 22 is going to be good with a possible foul. So we're going to look at this 2. And 2 does not fall on Tom, so there's no foul. He just makes the shot. So Warriors coming down. I'm going to see what they got. So 12 is going to be number 1, which is going to be Chamberlain. The defender is number 7, and that's going to be power forward. Chamberlain is shooting an 8, which is his short shot. 2, and the 7 is going to be right there. Just middle of the paint. All right, so now we add all this up. So 12 and 8 is 20. 27, 34, 41. So now we add or subtract Tom's defense. So it was 41 plus 6 makes it a 47. So 47 over here on Chamberlain is defense. So we're going to look at Tom's defense. So we got to roll all this again. Add this up. So we've got 10. 19 is 29 or 39. 16 and 4 is 20. So 39, 59, and 8 is 67. So 67 is a pass. So Chamberlain's going to pass. So this is a little bit lengthy, drawn out, but so now whoever he passes to is an open shot. We don't take into account the defense. It's like Chamberlain drew the defense, down and kind of a two-man team and open somebody up. So we just need to find out who is shooting, which is number 14. 14 is going to be up, so it's small forward. And then we add all this up. The 0 on the D10 is a 10. So we got 8, and 8 is 16, 26. 14 is going to be 40 and 7. 47. Oh, yeah, an 8 and 8 is going to be mid-range. He's shooting from there. You do have to take into account where the shot location is. And now I forget my math. 8 and 8, 16, 30, 47. 47 mid-range. Shot clock violation. So it actually goes to defense. If it was a defensive, which came up again on, that's actually a good explanation. His mid-range, we had 47. It shows defense. So whenever you get a pass to an open player, because after you get a pass, technically Chamberlain would get the assist. If that turns into a pass or another defensive showing on the card, it turns into a shot clock violation. So that is 2 ways to, or that's just dice. A little bit time consuming, math and all that. But it really kind of gets you committed to the game. So now I'm going to do dice and cards. So now we're coming back down to Celtics have the ball. After that shot clock violation, I'm still rolling the dice to find out who's getting it. So 2 is going to be for the Celtics, the point guard. He is shooting a short shot. And a 6 is going to be right at the basket. Those 2 won't come into play. A 5 is going to be Chamberlain. Chamberlain is defending. So now we're going to look at this shot. Now we're taking into the facts. So we're going to look at this shot number is 41. But we have to take Chamberlain's defense into play. And Chamberlain's defense is a plus 10. So 41 plus 10 is a 51. We look at his short. 51 is going to be good. So he gets around Chamberlain. And gets it in. So we're coming back down. Warriors with the ball. This will be my last demonstration with the dice and cards. I'm just going to go with cards after this. 12 is going to be Chamberlain again. 19 is going to be for defense, the small forward, Tom Sanders on Chamberlain. And these cards are actually, I tried to balance them. The player that would more than likely get the ball more has a little bit more favor on the dice roll. So I don't know if you noticed or not, but Chamberlain's kind of been involved a little bit more, even though we've only had 4 possessions, I think. He's been a little bit more involved than probably somebody on the other team because he would get more shots. So that is a 1 on the D12. So he's short, and a 1 is going to be right at the basket. He's probably going to try to jam it home. We're not going to take into account these things. We're going to look at this shot number, and that's a 58. So now we got to take into the defense. Tom Sanders' defense is a plus 7. On the 58 is 65. 65 for Chamberlain is good. All right, and that is dice. First 2 possessions. Last 2 were dice and cards, and now we're just going to go with cards. Say you don't have any of these dice and you just go with cards, this is what you'd look at. You could just go off the top and bottom. I'm going to go just off of these. This is the dice rolls right here. So the Celtics, number 6. Number 6 on the Celtics is Russell. And I'm going to look at the defense. Number 12 is also going to be Chamberlain. Imagine that. And then his shot is a 12, so he's going to shoot a mid-range shot. Put that over here. And his shot location is 5. Like I said, I like to put the dice on the actual board to kind of give me that feel of where the player's at shooting it. So that's all that card is going to give us, is that. We'll flip the next one for the shot. Shot number is 10. We're going to look at Chamberlain's defense, which is a plus 10, so it's 20. And now we're going to look at Russell's offense. 20 is an assist. So now an assist is I don't think I've had that in the last video. An assist is going to be the player's going to make it. So you can either roll a d12 or a d20 to find out who's going to get it. This player can't get it, though. Obviously, Russell's not going to assist himself, though he'd probably like to. You just roll this d20, or you flip the next card. If I was, we are just going with cards. So flipping this card, and I'm just going to look at the offensive player, player number 15. And remember, it can't be Russell, and it isn't. So it's going to be Tom. Tom makes the basket. Russell will get the assist if you're writing down stats. And now we're coming back down to Warriors. We're going to look at player number 4. Who is number 4? Power forward. He's shooting a 5. A 5 is going to be his short shot. And his shot location is a 3. 3 is just outside of the blocks. And defender is 16. 16 is the point guard. And that's that card. We're going to look at shot number 18. 18 minus 7 of the defense is an 11. So 11 is going to be good with a possible foul. We're not doing any dice. So he makes the shot. Go ahead and give him the points. And then you look up here for the foul. There's no foul. That's that. I'll do one more possession going back down for the Celtics. Player number 10. You're always going to look at the team card. Unless, if you didn't want to do that, you look at this. That would be your player setup, as opposed to looking at this. You would still need to look at the shot location on this card. If you didn't want to go off the team card, these are the players that are involved, and then where's that shot coming from? Right in there. So, but I'm looking at this. Player 10 is going to be power forward. And defender is number 8 for the Warriors, and that is going to be small forward. Okay. Shot location on the card is 4 is going to be his inside shot or short shot. And where is it at? Number 6, short shot is right at the basket. Shot number is 28. We're going to take the defensive rating over here of the small forward. 28 plus 7 is 35. 35 defense with a possible foul. So we're going to look at his defensive number. We flip another card to find the new shot number, 18. 18 is a miss. Still need to see the possible foul. And the foul's on the defense. If you saw that. Foul's on the defense. Or I could look at that simplifies it, or I could look at the shot number and then compare it to his shot, his foul rating, and he would have still got the foul. So it was a missed shot with a foul, so he would shoot free throws. Shooting free throws, he needs a 66 or less. That's a 6, he hits that. That's an 18, he hits that. Going to come back down. I'll do one more possession for the Warriors just to balance it out, see if they can get a chance to come back. I think I got 2 cards there. I do. All right, Warriors player number 14 is going to be Wilt again. Makes sense. He did shoot 40 times a game. Defensive player is 18, and 18 is going to be small forward. Shot location, shot is inside or short. Keep saying inside. I keep thinking inside the paint. Not the game, but the game is good. And then shot location is 1, so he's right at the rim. Shot number, 28. 28 plus 7, 35. 35 is going to be a good shot by Wilt with a possible foul. Let's see if the foul, yep, defense. Or I could check the D10, and Sanders would have fouled him. Usually if you're checking the defense and the foul rating is 10, the defender fouled him. So we're going to see Wilt making this free throw. He gets 1 shot. He needs a 49 or less. That's a 36. He hits. So that's just facts. Obviously, you can see it goes a lot faster. You still get your locations. Or if you wanted to do dice, I like throwing dice. I like dice and facts. I like throwing my dice to see kind of the setup and then getting the result off of the facts. But you could just play it with just dice. It's a little bit more clunky because you got to do a lot of math. But if you're really into that kind of stuff and you don't mind a slower game, then just going with dice works. If you want it a lot quicker, just going with facts is the way to go. Kind of a little versatile. And then my next video, I will be doing a demonstration of in fact, I'll probably just do that right now. So we'll say we're coming into the end of the quarter. Not that they would do this, but they're going to call a timeout. And we'll say the Celtics, no, we'll say the Warriors have the ball. Warriors have the ball because they're down. They would call timeout. And they have a plus minus of 7. So it's something you got to take into account when you come out of a timeout. And we'll roll a d20 to see if... So this is a little bit more of the advanced part of the game. I think the part of the game that kind of separates it from other games. You're going to see what the defense is. 13. So they would be in a man, so nothing changes there. They could go in a zone, which kind of changes things. In fact, I'll do that. So we'll do a zone. A zone for the Celtics. They just called a timeout, and they're going to come out of the timeout. So we're going to look at what's going on. Just getting our numbers off this card. 16. It's going to be small forward. It's going to get the ball. Defense is number 1, and that's going to be the center. Shot is sorry, I'm looking at the dice. Shot is going to be an inside shot or a short shot, and 2 is going to be right at the basket. So, in the zone, we're saying that the Celtics are in a zone. The numbers that touch, the 2 players actually combine their defensive scores. But since these numbers don't actually touch, because he's actually inside the paint, the zone really wouldn't affect this. But if we was to say he was shooting it from a 4, and we'll say he's shooting it from a 4, just for demonstration purposes, we're going to look at Tom Sanders defense and Bill Russell's defense. The shot number is a 54. So 54 with the defense add. That's a 7 and 8. That's 15. 15 to 54 is a 69. So then we look at Tom's inside 69. That's a good shot. So Tom would have scored. Even though he was in getting covered by two guys, he still managed to get the shot in. That's kind of your zone. Oh, and I totally forgot. I had the option of coming out of a timeout to plus or add or subtract 7. That's their benefit coming out of a timeout. It's kind of like the coach's influence. So 69 is what we had. 69 was right on the cusp of good. If it would have been a 70, it would have been defense. So with the defense, could have pushed it into the defensive section of the card. I'll show you his card. Could have pushed it in there. So if it was a 70, we would have used the coach's -7 to bring it down into the good. So that's kind of the benefit of using a timeout. You get the option, and it's solely after the fact of once you get all your numbers, situated from the defense affecting the shot. How good did the coach pep him up? You can plus or minus to alter that. Now you could be right in the brink or right in the middle of, say, 60. So if the defense, once the defense was added, and you're right in the middle of 60 on that good number, plus or minus 7 ain't going to change. You'd be 67. And we'll say that, actually, let's go here. We'll say that the defense was 45. Sorry, 45. So we're going to look at the defensive card. But we haven't come into, that's after we added the defense adjustments of the defenders, and that's them playing a zone. Then you would add or subtract 7. So 45, either way, isn't going to get you to the good up here or the good there. So you're kind of stuck. So sometimes the defense would have played like that, and no matter what the coach did to coach you up, it ain't going to fall for the player. That in that case, it would have fell regardless. So anyways, that's kind of a brief, I know it was 23 minutes, demo of just solely cards and FACs, and then just FACs. Obviously the FACs are a lot faster than having to do all the math, counting the dice up and stuff like that. So hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, likes, dislikes, or whatnot, think I should alter some stuff. I am in the process of about to get this out to some people to play test it, so I'm really interested to see what their feedback is. And the simulation part of this, I'll probably do a demo of that too as well, here probably in the next week, simulating a game, where if you wanted to do stats but also get the results of a game in like 5 to 10 minutes with full stats, that will also be a part of this game too. So all right, I hope everyone is doing well, and I'll see you when I see you.